Aquarius, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I am coming on today to do your reading for May 2019. I should be completing all 12 of the astrological signs for the month of May. They should all be up within the next day or two. So please check your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a better idea of your particular situation or circumstance. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with Aquarius for May 2019. Okay, Spirit, what are the most important messages that Aquarians need to know for May 2019? What are the most important messages for Aquarians for May? Messages for Aquarius for May 2019. Okay, the first card we have is healing. The second card is the scribe. The third card is the sage. Okay, so basically like all major arcana here so far. And then we have emotion and intellect with the 9 of water and the child. Also, I have the Queen of Water. I'm not going to take this for the reading, but this could be a specific message for someone. This could be a female, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's in your life and is somehow meaningful to you. So that could just be a specific message for you, just so that you know that this reading is for you, a confirmation. Okay, Aquarians, so what I see here for May is that you guys are definitely going through a process of healing. And these, like, there's frogs in this card that are really standing out to me. So I don't know. Frogs could be significant for some of you. I also get like I'm getting like the areas that frogs live in. So frogs, you know, I guess usually live like near water, like kind of like in like the mud or like muckier type of areas. And I feel like you are like healing, so you're navigating your way through some of this like muckiness or some of these like muddy emotions. And it could be like, I feel like it could feel like quicksand at some points in time, but you know, you're pulling yourself out of this, and it's just like part of like this healing process that you're going through. It's healing, I think, like some deeper emotions that maybe you have not wanted to like face. And then here I have the scribe, which to me seems like you could be looking up information, doing like a lot of reading or research, or communicating with somebody who is kind of helping you through this healing process, or like the information that you're receiving is helping you through this process of healing during this time. For some of you guys, it is like a specific person. I'm getting like this is a person who holds a lot of knowledge. It could be like you know, like a guru or something, that you could just be like reading their material or actually like speaking to this person. And they hold a lot of like information and wisdom that they're giving to you. And that is kind of assisting you through this process of healing. And then for others of you, I feel like you're kind of like becoming the sage. You are going through this cycle of healing, but through this cycle of healing, like, I feel like you're being, like, drawn towards specific, like, information. These could even be, like, downloads, like, from the universe coming in. But it's, like, some kind of, like, information that you're receiving. And this information is helping you to become more knowledgeable. And for some of you guys, I feel like it is going to help you, like, gaining this information and receiving this knowledge is not only, like, helping you through a healing process, but it's being given to you so that you can in turn give this information to others and help them through their healing processes. Like you're going to almost, like, become the guru for other people. And this is really interesting. I just noticed this guy in all three of these cards, it's like the same exact guy. It's the same guy. So I feel like this, for some of you guys, is like a progression of your own journey. You know, like you went through this healing process. You then gain information and knowledge because of that. And then you, like, become this sage and this, like, wise person that can then help others and give that information out to others to help them in some way. I definitely see, like, this growth progression here for you guys. So this could be something that's, like, kind of already taking place and has been taking place. And it just, like, really becomes really significant for you in the month of May. Or, like, you know, during the month of May, I mean, you could definitely be hitting, like, all of these different stages of your progression. So underneath the deck, we have emotion and intellect with the Nine of Water and the Child. I definitely feel like you are, through the healing process that you're doing, which involves your emotional self and different things that are going on within your emotions, you are gaining, like, this wisdom. So you're gaining this intellect through the healing of emotions. And so, you know, they're kind of working hand in hand, like the intellect and the emotions. Like, you really, like, you can't have one without the other here. Like, they're both helping each other. And you're really kind of, like, going through this process during this time and balancing these things out and gaining a lot emotionally and mentally through this process. And I don't know, I just feel like, again, like, this is kind of like messages from the universe, like messages from, like, spirit or your higher self. Like, you're really gaining some kind of, like, spiritual knowledge or getting, like, some kind of downloads or information. Because, like, you are going, like, through some kind of emotional healing here. And I feel like this is kind of creating a whole new, like, life for you. It's almost like you're reborn again. It's like the innocence of a child, I feel like. Like the knowledge of a very, like, an ancestor or somebody who holds a lot of wisdom and knowledge, but it's, like, new for you. It's like a new thing within your life. And it's kind of making you feel like a whole brand new person, like you've been reborn again. So I'm going to go ahead and take some more cards on this to see what other information we can get. So what else do Aquarians need to know about this energy? What else do Aquarians need to know about the messages that were just given? I've noticed the readings that I've done so far seem to be very profound. I feel like people are really, like, I don't know, stepping into, like, this new stage in their life. Well, at least the air signs so far. It's been very like transformative. Okay, so what do Aquarians need to know about this healing card? What else do Aquarians need to know about healing? No. What is this healing card about for Aquarius? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's in the reverse, which is interesting because I don't have reversals in this deck, but I've actually pulled 2 out so far in the previous readings. So I don't know where they're coming from, but okay, so what I'm getting from this Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like how I was getting that image of like the muckiness or like kind of like a swampy type of a thing. It's almost like the wheel of destiny, or like the movement forward is kind of like at a standstill. And it feels like you're not really moving anywhere because you're having to really like work your way through the healing of like emotions and things that have taken place. So it's like the wheel stopped, but it's purposefully stopping. It's stopping because you need to kind of sit in this healing energy. And I feel like, you know, that's when like all of this like information starts to come to you, is because you're kind of being forced to stop. It's like you're at a standstill. You're being forced to heal. So that's really interesting here. Okay, so what is this scribe about for Aquarius? What is the scribe about? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, I feel like this healing that you're doing has something to do with maybe like the loss of something. It could be a person, it could be a Queen of Pentacles, so like a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus female, but this could also be you here. Just kind of like, see like her expression is kind of like sad, like disappointed. I feel like, you know, there's just something that has happened that is forcing you into like this healing energy. And it's made you very like upset or disappointed, or you've made somebody else upset or disappointed. And that's like the situation that's going on, that's kind of bringing in this like newfound like clarity or information. It's forcing you to have strength and do things in another way. So let's see what this Sage card is about. What do Aquarians need to know about the Sage card? What is the Sage? Okay, so the Ace of Cups. So the knowledge and information that you are gaining through this healing process has something to do with the energy of unconditional love. And the higher vibration of unconditional love and what unconditional love is. I also feel like this is love for yourself. Like you are really becoming knowledgeable on this throughout like a period of time. I feel like because you're being forced to go within and heal and really figure some things out on an emotional level, but it's putting you in a position of being very knowledgeable and wise. And I feel like, I mean, it has a lot, there's a big connection here with the emotions and the intellect and the intertwining of the two. How they affect each other, how they interact with each other. And you are kind of figuring out how this happens and how to kind of work with it and how to create your best reality through understanding these energies. Okay, so what is the emotion and intellect about with this Nine of Water? What are these two cards about? What do Aquarians need to know about this? Okay, so the World. So it's like there's a cycle within your life that is kind of wrapping up, or like you're like in this cycle of time. This definitely seems like a cycle that you're going through. And I have like all of the months here. So this could be a year-long cycle, or it could, so like you could be like in the middle of this, you could be at the beginning of this, you could be at the end of this. I do notice the eclipse here. So, you know, eclipses could have been really significant. We had an eclipse in January. I think we have another one coming up in July. We also had some eclipses in 2018 that were really significant, and also in 2017. But I do feel like it's a year-long cycle. I even feel like for some of you guys, like each year, like around this eclipse season, you're like entering into like these new cycles. Like a new cycle is beginning for you, and it's like a year long, and you know, you're just like gaining more and more and more information. And I feel like for like some of it has been unconsciously, but I feel like now at this point in time, the cycle that you're in right now, you're becoming more conscious of what's happening. Because you're becoming like the sage. You are really starting to understand this. Okay, so what is the child about here for Aquarius? What do Aquarians need to know about the child? What is the child about? Okay, so the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I do feel like this this kind of like childlike energy, this like more like emotionally free type of energy. And like the wanting to you know, like give that energy to others, like share that love with other people. And this is kind of like a new thing for you. But because of like all this stuff that you're going through, this like big progression of change, this is like the person that you're becoming. So that's really interesting, Aquarius. Pretty awesome. Okay, so what other messages do Aquarians need to know for May 2019? What other messages do Aquarians need to know for May 2019? Messages for Aquarians for May. Okay, so we have the King of Gabriel. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So I do feel like this is almost like a mission. Like whether you have purposely placed yourself into this mission or not, you are like on a mission here. And I feel like you're going through like this whole process that is making you driven towards something new, and you are becoming like an inspiration for others, or that's where it is, that's where you're headed, to become this like King of Gabriel, this like inspirational person, and a person that has genuine concern for others and wants to help others, like you know, go through some tough times and share like your wisdom and knowledge with others to help them. And I feel like this whole entire thing is going to lead you into a very successful future and a very successful like life. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Raphael. This says a positive, new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. That's basically exactly what I'm getting from this, is there is a transformation, there is a change, and it is going to be very deeply like ingrained within you, and it is spiritual insight, and I feel like it's something that you are going to be sharing with others in the future. So that's really cool. Okay, so what other messages do we have for Aquarians for May 2019? Okay, intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. And I do feel like you guys are kind of going through this process right now of healing, understanding your intuition, really kind of figuring out like the tools that you need to help you, and just trusting like this inner knowing. That's really kind of guiding you and pushing you into a specific direction. And then underneath the deck, we have receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance, and a gift is coming to you soon. Again, I feel like this is like a gift from the universe. This is like information that is coming to you in some way, shape, or form. And really be conscious of not putting any kind of restrictions on that, and be open to receiving whatever this is in the way that it is meant to come towards you. So I hope that these messages helped you, Aquarius, and I will see you soon. Take care.